Welcome to The Walk-In, a podcast where doors stay open and stories unfold one conversation at a time. Hosted by Christopher Michael Sean, author, poet, actor, and lifelong student of people and purpose. Here, you're more than just a listener. You're part of the room, part of the story. In every episode, someone sits down, breathes deep, and shares what drives them, what keeps them moving, and what keeps them dreaming. This is a space for dreamers, doers, and those still finding their way. So pull up a chair, pour something warm, and let's take a walk into the soul.
They're entertaining. They're doing their job well, you know? So I hope I'm not doing that, which I don't think I am, but yeah. Anyways, but I would love a radio host job. Like, that would be really cool. There's actually a video game that I want to say Jacksepticeye played it, where you are a radio host, you're in this town, there's a murderer going around, the police station calls you, and it's like this investigation thing. You're investigating. It's a choice based game where like the ending is based upon your choices, and it's so good. But I'm sitting here listening to it. I'm like, you know how cool that would be to be a radio host? But I don't know. We'll see how the podcast goes.
How cool it would be to be a radio host. Oh wait, and solving murders. You know, that'd be so great.
Listen, it combines the two things that I love the most. I always wanted to be a detective, and I run a podcast. So there you go. Detective radio. That's what they'll call me.
That's my boy right there, Detective Radio. That's his name.
That's
Oh,
my name.
don't wear it out.
Don't wear it out. Hey, listen, Dollface. My name is Detective Radio. Don't wear it out.
I can just imagine you going to some bar, just like walking up to some random poor lady, being like introducing yourself all normally and everything, and like being nice and whatnot, and then she asks you what your name is, and you're just like, my name? Oh, it's Detective Radio. Don't wear it out, Dollface, and then
But
you
hold
just
the
like
egg
start
white,
walking
'cause I'm
off.
vegan.
Do what?
It just reminds me of that scene from The Amazing Digital Circus where Jax goes to order a drink. I forget what the name of the drink is, but then he goes, but hold the egg white because I'm vegan. It's that kind of vibe of just like, okay, who asked? Like, who the fuck asked?
Well, I mean, he's explaining himself because he's like, hey, wait, hold the egg white. Before you ask why I'm asking the egg white specifically, I'm vegan.
Oh, by the way, I'm vegan.
Because I'm better than you.
Bro, back whenever I worked at Taco Bell, there was this lady who came through our drive-thru every fucking night, and she ordered tacos, and she always said no tomatoes because I'm allergic. First of all, ma'am, unless you order a supreme taco, it doesn't come with tomatoes. Second of all, at this point, I know you well enough. Just pull up and be like, hey, it's me, I want my tacos, and I'll know what the fuck you want. like, but I mean, to be fair though, and in her defense, I've literally gone through Taco Bell and ordered a soft taco and it's had tomatoes on it. Like, how the fuck do you add something? Because, like, let me explain this to you. Whenever you work at Taco Bell, there's a screen and above you that tells you what the name of the item is and the ingredients that go on it. A taco is beef, lettuce, and cheese. Easy as shit.
But
right?
now you suddenly understand why she does it, huh?
Yes, I understand.
They messed up
Why
your damn
the fuck
order.
did they put tomatoes on my soft taco, bro? I don't know, tomato juice on my taco. And then after that, I learned that a lot of people will lie about being allergic to something so that a fucking restaurant will make sure that the order is made properly. And not only do I fully agree with Taco Lady now, I do that shit too. I'll pull up to Taco Bell and be like, give me a soft taco, no tomato. They're like, well, it actually doesn't come with tomato. And I'm like, good, because I'll die. Yep,
Like, and then they'll be sitting there like, oh shit, I can't give this guy tomato.
Damn
it, my summer plans.
My summer plans are ruined. whenever I worked there, one of my friends, Terry, I call him Terry the Terrific. He every time I ordered
What a
food, because
guy.
we got right, we always. This is also the reason I gained a fuck ton of weight, in like 2021. It was because I was a manager at Taco Bell. Like getting free food there, which I think they eventually
Yeah,
reduced
that
it
would.
to like $5 meals and stuff. But at first, it was like, yeah, you can have a free meal. That's the reason I gained all that weight. I looked great. I was skinny as fuck coming out of high school, and then I worked at Taco Bell and it was all
That
over.
would be me
But
too.
Terry would put Terry would put jalapenos on any food I bought. But not only did he do it, he was sneaky about it. Because eventually I figured it out. I was like, yeah, he's gonna put jalapenos on this bitch. And I love spice. Don't get me wrong. But I don't want to eat fucking one single jalapeno. And I'd watch his dumb ass do it too. He'd be wrapping my burrito, and I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing? No, no, get that jalapeno off my shit." He'd be like, "I don't know what you're talking about, Chris." He's the funniest shit.
Well, he's
It
not
was
very
the
sneaky if you caught him.
He's not very sneaky, but sometimes he would be. Sometimes, I'd be watching him. I'm like, okay, good. He didn't put a fucking jalapeno. Then I get all the way home and be like, that bastard, that
That son of
bastard.
a bitch.
Yeah, yeah, that son of a bitch.
Just, oh, my mouth. Ah, damn you, Terry.
Damn you, Terry. I told you the story about, oh, actually, never mind. I don't want to say that story. I changed my mind. I
Oh, okay.
changed my mind. I have too much
What do
respect
you
for
mean? You
Terry.
can change your mind whenever you're in the middle of just about to do something? Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called consent.
I,
Anyways,
oh! It reminds me of there's a movie where I can't remember who the actors were, but the lady was drunk and he was like, as much as I love you, I can't because you're drunk. You're drunk right now. And it was like, everyone's like, see, no means no. And I was like, well, actually, I mean, he just didn't want to get arrested. And I respect that. I feel
Yeah,
like,
like she said yes, homie. That was not no. No did not mean yes
uh,
mean yes no maybe in that
but
case.
to be fair, if a woman is drunk, you should be the one to say no. I do feel
True.
like if a woman is drunk, you should be like, hey, let's wait till we're both sober.
No, and I
Because
100% back
we
that.
respect women.
I did that. I did that with my girlfriend, my ex, whenever we were together. Like like I picked her up because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. She called me and like it woke me up. I was not awake. I'm not a heathen like I am now, or at least I wasn't. But
Yeah, we won't even
she
talk about what time it is. It's definitely not 3:30 in the morning.
stopped dating it.
Oh,
Anyways,
sorry.
but she like called me and she goes, "Hey, I need you to pick me up. I am way too drunk. Like I can't do this." And I was like, "Okay, sounds good." Because I am a good guy. Anyways, enough
Hear that,
glazing me
ladies?
because I
And he's
enough glazing me
single.
because I wasn't a total scumbag to a woman. Um,
You mean the bare minimum? You weren't a fucking piece of shit? Wow.
yeah, yeah, enough
Ladies,
glazing
give
me
us
for
more
that
metal.
reason because I actually am disgusted by the fact that that is like such a it's such a sought after thing, like such a rare thing. It disgusts
Dude,
me.
I cannot even express to you how disgusted I am with the fucking men of this world. Like whenever I walk by a woman, I literally put my hands on my chest as I walk by so they know I'm not going to like fucking do anything. Because I know I've seen guys do disgusting shit to women and it's gross. I'm just thinking like, can we just take all of these perverted gross men and just put them all in a room and just reverse the roles for one day. Make
Put
them
them
go through
all
the
in a
same.
room, put them with some perverted gross women, then they'll be happy. You know, that's
Yeah,
anyways.
whenever we were playing D&D, and I did that thing with the Githyanki and Kindle.
You're doing it because it was perverted and gross.
I think that's what
Like
we need to
you.
do with these perverted men. We need to find alien life out there in the universe, and then subject all of these perverted. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself.
Hostile and horny alien life, you might add.
Hostile and horny alien life, so that they can be perverted towards the perverted. Actually, let me up this. Hunger Games on Mars. Okay, except we're gonna call it Horny Games. And it's gonna be
Gonna
dick
call
yanky
it
women
horny game.
and all these perverted motherfuckers. All right.
The horny games.
You know
Oh
what? We're
god, I'm dead.
upgrading it once more. All these perverted men
Oh
versus
no.
all these alien yanky women, and we're going to send emails to every Epstein contact.
Oh
and
Jesus
we're gonna-
Christ.
We're gonna
Oh
invite
no.
them, and we're gonna say, "Hey, Epstein Island Part 2 on Mars. See you there."
Oh god, part 2 is crazy.
We'll tag Elon Musk so he feels like he was invited this time. It'll be a great thing.
We need to make sure Elon's invited, man. That's just a must.
Yeah, he was so upset last time. He was so upset he started advocating for the release of the files. Man.
He's like, no, I want to know what they were doing. Anyways, though,
Crazy as shit.
what was I saying? Because I was saying something originally. Oh, I picked her up, my ex. I picked her up, and she was like disgustingly drunk. Like, I'm not saying like she disgusted me, but like it was like, okay, yeah, you're messed up. We're gonna get you taken care of and all that jazz. I took her to my place because she wanted to go to my place. We had been together for a while, so like it made sense. But she wanted to go to my place. We went to my place instead of hers because it was a whole lot closer, so she didn't have to go on a long ass car ride while holding in what she could barely hold in. And like, I got her home, I carried her into my apartment. Like, it was that bad. And she was like, okay, I feel like doing it. And I'm like, yeah, no, we're not. Like, go take a shower. Go take care of yourself. Like, and I'm gonna go to bed.
Hold yourself together.
Like, I literally told her, I said, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. You go to bed too. Like we're just gonna call this a night, call it a night here or whatever. And then like that is what I thought, was the right thing to do, because at that point, she's so messed up. She's like, yeah, she's messed up, even though we've been together for God knows how long at that point. I think we've been together for like
a couple of years, right?
Yeah, 2 years. And she like, even though she told me, like, even though she started it and everything else, I was like, no. Like, not like this. Not like this.
Not like this.
I'm gonna let sober you decide instead of very drunk, intoxicated, probably can't even hold in your lunch right now, you.
All right, every man in the universe, take notes. Also, women, take notes, because a lot of you choose disgusting men for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't a very, I didn't prevail very well because I woke up to, behaviors. But basically, I got raped. But anyways.
Wait, what? Oh, wait, what?
Dead ass. I did stop her, and I was like, seriously, no. Like, I'm not gonna hold this against you. But no.
I'm saying no. I'm saying no. That's crazy.
And she didn't remember any of that the next day, and she felt terrible. Like, she was so apologetic to me. I was like, listen, no harm, no foul. I mean, honestly, like, if we want to get to base wants and whatever, like, yeah, I would have wanted it, but at the same time, you were grossly intoxicated. I'm not gonna have my way with you and you not remember it like you didn't last night,
Yeah, I can say that. So, I waited till marriage because, Christian values and all that. Whenever I, was married, she wasn't much of an alcohol drinker as much as she was just like a general partier. So it was kind of like, not only was she drunk, but she was also late at night partying all the time type vibe. And so she would get home, and it was literally just your same exact experience. And I would just be like, look, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. That's what literally I just told her. I was like, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch. She's like, why? Why? I was like, cause I can see the look in your eye, and I'm not feeling it. I'm not doing that.
I'm
I'm gonna
not
let
here for it.
sober you. Yeah, I'm gonna let sober you decide what you want. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So no, definitely the right move. And I feel like maybe part of it's because I'm asexual or whatever, that I'm just like not interested. I just don't understand the craze in regards to it. You know, like take me to dinner first. Shit,
Take me to dinner.
sober up and take me to dinner first. Like, get,
Sober. Get that disgusting alcohol out of your system before you try to kiss me with it.
dude.
And then,
Did I tell you about the other day at work when? Okay, I don't think I did. Story time. I might have,
probably not.
but story time.
Probably not.
So, I I was at work and the cartolator broke. The cartolator is like an escalator for the grocery carts,
Uh-huh.
and as it was going up, it broke. I jumped into it. I started. So as soon as I jumped into it, I heard the loudest tear of my life, and I just knew I just ripped my fucking pants. Fuck. But I'm like, well, I'm already like, in an enclosed area. I'm inside of the cartolator. Like, let me get all the groceries out for this customer. So I started doing that, and I rushed over to menswear. Thank fuck I was at Walmart. And so I rushed over, and I buy the pants. I go to the bathroom. Dude, like 2 hands worth of a fucking hole. The most embarrassing fucking thing in the universe, dude. Anyways, I don't know where I was going with that story, but yeah, it was really fucked.
You did what I did. You were like, yeah, anyways, I forgot where I was going with that. Somewhere important, probably. Oh well.
Random lore placement. I'm sure this was important somehow. But yeah, no, that was literally the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me, and I was like, well, fuck. Um, I don't even remember what we were talking about before. I don't remember shit.
Oh no, being good men, not being disgusting, something along those lines.
Yeah, all you men out there, don't rip your pants while a
All of
woman.
you men out there, you disgust me. No.
You disgust me. All of you men.
Men are jerks.
There was a post about um this woman who was like, I don't know if I should leave my abusive husband because when he's not abusing me, he's really a good man. And I'm over here like, the fuck do you mean? What do you
When
mean?
he's not abusing you, he's a good man. So he's not
That's
a
like
good man?
that's like saying, "Oh, there's a spear in my thigh, but I don't know if I want to get rid of it because like when it's not hurting, it's really cool." Bro, it's inside of you. It's killing you. What do you
Well,
mean?
you could also say that about the guy.
That's what I'm saying.
He's inside of you.
He's inside of you.
Stop.
Get him out of you. What are you doing? Listen, men, stop being disgusting to women. Women, stop letting them get inside of you.
Mm.
This is why we have such bad men, because you're
And
letting
not
them
even
multiply.
not even in the euphemism joke sort of way. Stop letting them get into your lives.
Yeah,
Like,
stop letting them get
goddamn.
into you. Like seriously. This is why we keep having bad men, because you're letting them fucking multiply. Stop letting them do that. Like genuinely. It's appalling. Some
I
people
don't
still can.
even. Yeah, like to a degree, I'm sitting here like, you live your own best life. What the fuck ever. But like, it's also the point where, like, come on, like, what the fuck?
Stop. Get some help.
Yeah, no, actually, like, stop it. Like, I can fix him energy is not right. Is not the correct energy. You know?
But also, same token, men stop being disgusting pieces of shit. You know?
That. Yeah, that. Also,
Yeah.
men, don't take the I can fix your route either. It doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
I
what's
was that
up? How are
guy.
you? I was that. I was also that guy. I tried to make a wife out of a hoe, and it did not work. She left me for
She
five
cheated on
guys,
you with five
not the
guys
restaurant.
and not the restaurant. You know how
Ah.
often I say that joke now just because you say it so damn often? I literally
The
say that
best
all the
gig
time.
I've ever
Everybody cracks
heard.
up when I say it, and I'm like, it's not my joke. I can't take credit.
The
But
craziest part about that
God, it's
gig
good.
and the fucking cheeseburger gig is the fact that on the day of our divorce, whenever I was in Oklahoma, ready to divorce the bitch, I told her both of those jokes because she was, curious about. She's like, "Oh yeah, I heard you do open mic nights," because she was stalking my Facebook. And I told her those jokes. She thought they were hilarious, and I was like, "You realize those jokes are about you, right? Like you, you realize I'm trashing you, right?" Like she didn't care. She thought they were funny. So honestly, that's a win.
She didn't care because she was trying to get you back. Like, I mean,
Dude, she was
because
calling me every 4 months. That woman was desperate.
I know I had something a little similar going on, if you will, but actually I get you and me. This is gonna sound really bad, but we be drowning in it, and we be not wanting it, and it's like stop. Because I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day about this girl at my work who is very obviously into me. She doesn't work with me anymore in case and I never did anything with her in case anything like in case for some reason my work finds this and wants to talk to me about it. Um, Nothing happened. But she was so obviously into me, and I was like trying not to let that happen because I've had bad experiences with coworkers and um coworkers and dating them and whatnot before. So I was like, yeah, I'm
Mhm.
not gonna do that. But
Yeah, hey guys, don't date your
it's
coworkers,
not.
okay?
Don't. It does.
Yeah.
It's like even if they're great and everything, just like hang out with them as a friend if anything, and then like by the time one of y'all leave your work or whatever, if you do, then at that point go ahead and like hit her up if you're still into her and she's still into you, whatever.
Hmm.
But don't do it while you're working together because that just adds so many problems to
So many
what
problems.
already is a problem-filled workspace. And I don't even mean like a
Yep.
bad workspace. I just mean like you're solving problems all the time in your workspace, probably. Anyways, though, with what I was saying, like I was telling my buddy about it and about her, and he like stops me and he goes, "You need to save some for the rest of us." And I'm sitting here like, "What do you mean? It's not like I'm wanting to be sought after like that." And I'm sure you can attest the same thing. It's like I don't at the point that I am right now, if something happens, something happens, but at the same time I'm not going to be actively seeking or
Dude.
like
Yeah. No,
it's going to have to work if it's going to work. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's the thing. Like with me, okay. And I was talking to you about this earlier about how like I feel like it's cyclical and I'm able to kind of see the patterns before they happen. Like a girl will text me and I know like okay, she's texting me because, uh I don't know, like it'll be like Ramadan was happening, and I had that one girl text me, and she was texting me around Ramadan, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna call it now. She's texting me around Ramadan because she wants a boyfriend during Ramadan so she can feel good, and then after Ramadan she's gonna stop talking to me. And literally last year, that's what happened. This year it was a different girl. Ramadan again happened again, and it's just wild to me. And it was the same thing with February 1st. There was a girl who texted me, and it was right before Valentine's Day. And I'm thinking, okay, after Valentine's Day, this girl's gonna stop talking to me. Yep, that same exact thing happened. And I'm like, okay, and I'm telling them like I'm not really interested. I'm good. I don't want anything because I can kind of see what's going to happen, and it ends up happening exactly the way I see it. And I don't know if it's me being pessimistic in terms of my romance life, but maybe I'm sabotaging, self sabotaging. But man, I
I
don't
think it
know.
I think a degree of it is pessimism, but also another degree of it is realism, like at the same time. Because like I do the same thing. Like I look at a person whenever like the prospect occurs. I look at a person and I'm like, okay, hold on. I can already see like several problems going on here, and none of it seems worth it. Like,
None of them seem worth it.
and I'm not saying women aren't worth it. I'm not saying like a blanket statement people aren't worth it. I'm just saying like whenever I look at someone, and I'm not saying I look at them and say like, oh, you look this way, and thus I'm gonna get this out of this. The thing I mean is I get to know somebody a little bit, like purely, what's the word I'm looking here? Purely innocently. Like I get to know them because they're my coworker, because they're like an interesting person to talk to, and I like talking to them. But like if I even get a sense of them liking me that way, or even without that, I'll like if I know they're single or whatever, and I think about the possibility, I can instantly go with, well, you know what? Actually, probably not instantly, and I can always find something like something where I can convince myself like, oh yeah, this would probably go wrong. And I'm not saying love is fake or love doesn't happen or that I'm a sad boy and I'm a pick me guy. Like why does nobody love me? No, nothing like that. It's literally just like I am at the point in my life where at a point in my life where I'm already booked for most of my time. Like beginning a relationship it's a lot of work and effort just because I have so little time. And if I'm literally we already outed ourselves. I'm doing it again. We are having this conversation at 3 a.m. because I have work and I'm an insomniac and so is he. So I literally just said, okay, let's do this because I can't sleep. Anyways, um, but oh God, where was I? And that's how you know I'm tired. Yet I can't sleep, sadly.
No, no. I mean, we were just no. You're okay. You were basically just kind of ranting, which is fine about and I agree, with me, I'm the same way with relationships where I'm just like, I'm very busy. I've got the podcast, I've got work, I've got school. I have these three very big time demanding things, and relationships just don't mix well with that. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's attractive for a man to be busy." But the moment a girl who's attracted to that gets into a relationship with a man who is busy with his life, suddenly you don't have enough time for them. You're not putting,
mm-hmm.
and it's like, do I really want to be put in that situation where I'm called the bad guy because I live a busy life? Yes, there's finding time for your partner, but there's also understanding that if he's busy and he's trying his best, like me personally, I'm attracted to a woman who's also busy. Because if we can both be busy with our lives but still find time in between to connect, that's awesome. Even if it's something small. It doesn't have to be crazy, it doesn't have to be physical, it can just be a small gesture, you know? Ordering muffins to her work and or flowers or even a small text like, "Hey, I'm on my break, but I hope you're doing all right," or whatever, you know? Like stuff like that. That's the kind of thing I want. Nothing crazy, nothing like Romeo and Juliet. Just little small things throughout the day. We can both chime off of one another, reciprocate with one another. And whenever I look at the dating world today, I don't see that as something that's possible. And you called me out once for my taste in women being exotic,
I'll call
being
you
women
out
that
for it
are
again because I'm the same way. That's the only reason I called you out was because I was like, oh yeah, that's me. I already know.
I don't see American women. I don't see Americans as a whole being a very attractive culture, you know? And that's why language is so beautiful to me. That's why culture is so beautiful to me. Because whenever you learn something about another culture and you learn something about another language and you connect with that person, you learn so much. Language and culture are doors to a world beyond your wildest dreams, you know? Like,
Oh no, I'm 100% behind you. Like, I mean, you know who I've dated. Like, I've dated cultures way outside of. I say way outside of, not super far from America, but like they're so foreign to me that like I've had to like sit down and listen to an entire explanation based on thought process just to slightly understand where my significant other is coming from. Because like oh yeah, like and like I'll say like, oh yeah, I get it, your culture's different than mine, you have these different expectations, and like tell me what they are, or tell me what you need, and then we'll work on it together. Like, communicate with me, tell me what's going on, and then we'll work through it, or we'll find out that it's something that we're both kind of hard set on, and we'll figure out that instead, you know? Like, that's a whole other thing. Communication is key in any any relationship, and I'm not even saying romantic at this point. It's key in any altercation isn't the right
everything.
word, but yeah,
Anything
in
that's social.
mhm.
Anything that has to do with social communication is essential. Like literally at work, I will admit my own faults. I'm not the best 24/7, especially with communication, but I know how important it is. You know, like there was an incident where it was one of my coworkers. I left work like 2 hours early, and she literally stopped talking to me for a whole week. But we're back to being cool. Like her and I are back to talking and stuff like that. And I just know, and I messaged her and I was like, hey, I messed up because I didn't communicate with you that I went home early, and I'm sorry about that. Now, did I have by policy, by company code, have to tell her that I was leaving early? No, I just had to tell my supervisor, and I did. But she was my peer, my fellow employee, and I failed to communicate that with her. That's what was upsetting. And so, yeah, communication is very important. Just like this girl that's been talking to me lately, she basically decided, and I don't even care if she listens to this. She decided to not talk to me for an entire day. And I'm the kind of person that reciprocates energy. I also notice energy. So whenever she came back to me and she said, I wanted to see what you would do if I went quiet for a whole day. She's like, but I really missed you the whole time. And I told her, I was like, so let me get this straight. You wanted to run an experiment to see what would happen if you went quiet for a whole day. I did nothing to deserve that. And even if I did, whenever I do something wrong, you should communicate so that we can try to fix it. And now there's a difference between giving someone the silent treatment and wanting space. And I told her that. I was like, you don't need to ask for space. It's my job to understand she wants space right now. Let me honor that and give that to her, you know? But
Mhm.
when you come to me and tell me that it wasn't space that you wanted, it was you giving me this silent treatment, that's ridiculous. That's whenever it becomes a petty, immature game. Communication is very important in every aspect, even between you and I. There have been times where I've communicated with you like, hey, I wanted to make sure you weren't upset about this. Let me openly communicate about this. And you're like, oh, no, dude, you're cool. And I think that's
Mhm.
why our friendship works so well. It's because we both understand how important communication is.
Yeah, because man, oh man, we always be talking, but
We be talking.
no, we be talking all right. Uh, but like and another thing is you have to get used to the person too, to a degree. Like, you have to understand their cues, because everyone's different. Everyone, everyone has their own little things, their own little like things that they do, their own little things that they like, their own
Works.
little signals that they give. Yeah, like But there's like also in the beginning and throughout, no matter what, you're never gonna be 100% in sync unless you tell them what you're thinking, how you're feeling, all this jazz. Because like if you did something that normally doesn't piss me off, but in this one instance it pissed me off, like I will be aggravated and everything, but I'm not gonna hold it against you until after I tell you like, hey, that actually is aggravating for me or whatever. And
Yeah,
then
I agree with that. I agree with that.
so yeah. Anyhow, these are
Yeah.
just the insane ramblings of a man who has not slept in hours. So
We should.
uh,
I think we should call it a night, Pookie.
yeah.
I think the both of us. Yeah,
Are
I
you
think
starting to
so.
feel? Is it because I keep saying that I'm sleep deprived?
I have a lot of recordings to do today, so I should be well rested, I think. So, um,
Understandable.
yeah, and you have work, and I obviously we should keep playing this game after you get off. So, you know, if we're both well rested, we can stay up tomorrow night. So it makes sense.
Even though it doesn't, it does somehow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Dear God.
It makes so much sense. All right. Well, thanks
You
for
son
being
of
on
a
the
bitch, I'm in.
podcast once again, my Pookie. I appreciate you for being here. I still do
Thanks
think
for
it'd
having
be
me.
awesome if we do a Pookie-Cast, a Pookie-Podcast, Pookie-Cast. We'll definitely talk more about that tomorrow because I do think that's a cool idea. It wouldn't even be that hard to set up, honestly.
Hey there, this is friend of the show, Anthony Ziello, and I just wanted to say thanks for stepping into the walk-in today. If this episode spoke to you, go ahead and follow the show, and catch us every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can find the walk-in on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube Podcasts, pretty much anywhere you listen. And if you want to hang with our community, come join the Discord. We'd love to have you there. A huge shout out to the Podmatch community for having us with them. Their support for Dreamers is unmatched. Until next time, take a breath, stay inspired, and as always, we'll walk together again next week.